Tonight, on Night Rhythm, we're examining a quiet but surprisingly common sleep phenomenon. Why some people rarely remember their dreams. For some, dreams feel vivid and cinematic. For others, entire nights seem to disappear into blankness. Tonight, we'll look at what modern sleep science actually says about dream recall, what influences it biologically, and which practical habits may quietly improve your ability to remember what the brain experiences during sleep. Dreaming itself is not rare. Nearly every healthy brain produces dreams throughout the night, particularly during REM sleep, though dreaming can also occur during lighter non-REM stages. The difference is often not dream production, but memory retention. In many cases, the brain simply fails to transfer dream content into stable waking memory before consciousness fully returns and daytime cognition begins overriding it. Dream recall appears strongly connected to timing. People who wake naturally or awaken during REM sleep are significantly more likely to remember dreams. REM periods become longer during the final third of the night, which is one reason late morning dreams often feel more vivid and story-driven. Someone waking abruptly from deep non-REM sleep may experience little or no dream recall, even if extensive dreaming occurred earlier in the night. One lesser-known factor involves sleep inertia. Immediately after waking, the brain transitions through a temporary state of reduced alertness. During this window, fragile dream memories can disappear within seconds. Checking a phone, standing up quickly, or beginning conversation immediately after waking may interrupt recall before the brain has stabilized enough to preserve those memories into conscious awareness. Research indicates that individuals who frequently recall their dreams tend to experience higher levels of nighttime awakenings, known as microarousals. While these brief disruptions may seem unfavorable, they facilitate the transfer of dream content to waking memory. Conversely, those who sleep deeply may remember fewer dreams due to fewer transitions between dreaming and wakefulness. Stress changes this equation in complicated ways. Chronic stress can fragment sleep architecture, increase nighttime awakenings, and intensify emotionally charged dreaming. Some people under stress suddenly remember more dreams, including disturbing ones. Others experience reduced REM quality altogether. The relationship is not linear. Dream recall is influenced not just by stress intensity, but by how stress alters sleep continuity and nervous system regulation. Alcohol is another major variable. Many people assume alcohol improves sleep because it accelerates drowsiness. Physiologically, however, alcohol suppresses REM sleep during the early portion of the night. Later, as alcohol metabolizes, REM rebound can occur, often producing fragmented sleep and unusually vivid dreams closer to morning. Regular evening drinking may reduce consistent dream recall, even when total sleep duration appears unchanged. Cannabis use has also been associated with altered dream patterns. Frequent THC exposure appears to reduce REM density in many individuals. Some users report minimal dream recall for extended periods. Interestingly, during periods of discontinuation, intense REM rebound often occurs. This rebound can temporarily produce highly vivid or emotionally charged dreams that feel unusually realistic compared to baseline dreaming patterns. Age also influences dream memory. Children and adolescents often report stronger dream recall, partly due to developmental differences in sleep structure and REM distribution. Older adults generally experience reduced REM sleep percentage and lighter dream recall over time. However, age alone does not eliminate dreaming. Many older adults continue dreaming regularly, even if fewer details survive the transition into wakefulness. One practical method for improving dream recall is surprisingly simple. Remain still after waking. Movement rapidly introduces sensory information that competes with fragile dream traces. Instead of reaching immediately for a phone or changing posture, pause for 15 to 30 seconds. Allow the mind to scan backward through emotional impressions, locations, or fragments before analytical thought begins dominating awareness. A second useful technique involves reverse reconstruction. Instead of trying to remember the entire dream immediately, begin with the final image or emotion you recall. The brain often rebuilds associative pathways backward. A single remembered object, a hallway, a color, a voice, a clock, can sometimes reconnect larger narrative structures that initially seemed lost upon waking. Light exposure timing may also matter more than many people realize. Bright light, immediately after waking, rapidly shifts the brain toward alert, daytime neurochemistry. This benefits circadian alignment, but can shorten the fragile recall window. Some individuals interested in dream journaling benefit from delaying bright overhead lighting for a minute or two, while capturing brief notes before fully activating the waking system. Dream journals are often misunderstood. The benefit is not mystical interpretation. The practical value is training the brain to prioritize dream retention. When the nervous system repeatedly experiences dream recall, followed by recording behavior, the brain gradually allocates more attention to preserving dream information during waking transitions. In many cases, recall improves measurably after only 1 to 2 weeks of consistent journaling. Importantly, dream recall quality varies night to night. Poor recall does not necessarily indicate poor sleep. Some people become anxious when they stop remembering dreams, assuming something is biologically wrong. Usually, it reflects timing differences, sleep continuity, or reduced awakenings, rather than dysfunction. In fact, highly consolidated sleep can sometimes reduce recall frequency, despite supporting overall recovery and health. Temperature regulation can subtly influence dream vividness as well. Extremely warm sleep environments tend to increase sleep fragmentation and discomfort, which may alter REM continuity. Cooler environments, typically around 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, or roughly 16 to 19 degrees Celsius, generally support more stable sleep architecture. Stable REM cycles may improve both dream quality and the likelihood of consistent recall. Another overlooked factor is sleep duration itself. Cutting sleep short often removes the final REM-heavy cycles of the night. Someone consistently sleeping 5 or 6 hours may unknowingly reduce the portion of sleep most associated with vivid dreaming. Extending sleep by even 30 to 60 minutes can noticeably increase dream recall, because more late-night REM exposure becomes available. Medications also influence dreaming. Certain antidepressants, antihistamines, stimulants, and sleep aids can suppress or alter REM patterns. Others increase dream vividness unexpectedly. This does not automatically mean the medication is harmful, only that neurochemical systems involved in dreaming are highly sensitive. Sudden changes in dream intensity following medication adjustments should always be interpreted cautiously and in medical context. Dream content itself is heavily shaped by emotional salience. The brain preferentially stores emotionally charged experiences. Neutral dreams may fade quickly because the nervous system assigns them low priority. This is one reason stressful or unusual dreams often remain vivid for years, while ordinary dreams disappear almost instantly. Emotional intensity acts almost like a memory stabilization signal during sleep-to-wake transition. There is also evidence that people who engage more frequently in introspection, imagination, or creative visualization tend to report stronger dream recall. This does not necessarily mean they dream more. Instead, they may maintain greater attentional sensitivity toward internal experiences. The modern environment continuously trains attention outward, toward screens and alerts, which may unintentionally weaken awareness of subtle internal memory traces. One useful nighttime strategy involves setting a gentle intention before sleep. Not affirmation language, but cognitive priming. Quietly telling yourself, "I want to remember my dreams in the morning," may modestly improve recall. The effect appears related to attentional preparation rather than subconscious magic. The brain often preserves information it anticipates becoming relevant shortly after waking. Interestingly, abrupt alarm tones may reduce recall quality. Sudden high alert waking shifts the nervous system immediately toward task orientation and cortisol activation. Softer alarms, gradual light alarms, or natural waking may preserve more dream content. This partly explains why vacation mornings sometimes produce unusually vivid dream memories compared to rushed weekday awakenings dominated by urgency and schedules. Dream recall is also culturally conditioned. In societies or households where dreams are ignored, people may stop paying attention to them entirely. Where dreams are discussed or recorded regularly, recall frequency often increases. The brain adapts to what consciousness repeatedly values. Attention itself becomes a kind of neurological training signal, influencing which experiences survive into waking memory. Importantly, remembering dreams does not automatically indicate deeper sleep, greater intelligence, or spiritual significance. Online discussions often exaggerate dream recall into personality diagnostics or hidden meaning systems. Scientifically, dream memory is primarily a product of sleep stage timing, awakening patterns, attention, emotional salience, and memory consolidation processes occurring during transitions between sleep and wakefulness. For viewers interested in improving recall, the most effective combination is usually straightforward. Maintain consistent sleep timing. Extend sleep duration slightly. If chronically restricted, avoid immediate phone exposure upon waking. Remain still for several seconds after waking, and keep brief notes nearby. These are small interventions, but together they significantly increase the probability that dream traces survive long enough to become conscious memories. Thank you for spending this time with Night Rhythm. Dream recall is not a measure of whether the brain is dreaming, but whether the mind successfully carries fragments of the night across the threshold into waking awareness. Sometimes the difference between remembering and forgetting lasts only a few seconds, and in sleep science, those quiet transitions often reveal more than people expect.